Hello and welcome to this experiment to discover a driving force. And with us, we have a girl or a woman whose name is Chanel. Did I say it right?
Yes, Chanel.
Yeah, you
Hello.
do. Yeah, and just so you know, Chanel and I just met 10 minutes ago, and she has almost no clue what's about to happen. And just so you know, her mom is April. So, and April, I had a session with yesterday or when it was. So, this will be a really interesting experience for all of us. And the goal is to find at least nail down one of Chanel's driving force so she gets connected to the ego. And Chanel, do you know anything about what's going to happen here today?
No, not really. I know it's a powerful thing. My mom's very excited that and happy that she's done it. But no, I don't really. I don't know. So we're just gonna. It's gonna be an adventure.
Yeah, it will be an adventure. And as you know, both for Chanel and for you who is watching this, I maybe will push Chanel a little bit extra because we have 20 minutes. And what we want to give you is kind of an experience, what's happening when an ego can take place. And I told Chanel before we started, I am the one who is asking questions. She just have to answer. And if she feel that one question is too harsh, too deep, we get into a sensitive subject that you don't want to share with the whole world, then it's absolutely okay. Because then you just let me know, okay, I don't want to go there now. And then I take another route. Because when we are doing this, I admit I don't care about the people who is listening to us, because what's in the center and important for me is you, and it's your well-being, it's your experience. So that's the most important. And I will also say, if we are in the middle of something deep, because we can go into some deep stuff if we are lucky, and we are in middle of something when those 20 minutes about to end, maybe we can continue a little bit. Otherwise, I will take care of everything that has come up afterwards. So I
Okay.
just want to know, Chanel, you are in the absolutely safe space, and otherwise, just let's have some fun. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So my first little easy question: what's your opinion about the ego? Just shortly, what do you think about the ego?
Oh, I like it, but it's weird because I like it because of like Harry Potter, because my house is Ravenclaw, and in the US they put the eagle instead of an actual raven. So I mean, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
That's a
it brings happy
good
memories.
start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what you know now about yourself is, do you know that you have some specific part of your ego that you are using or that's taking place in your life?
Mm, no, I don't think so.
No?
No, I mean nothing stands out, but yeah, no, I don't think any. I mean, there's probably is, but I'm just not
Yeah.
aware of what it is.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we will make you aware about it.
Okay.
So my first hard question for you is there certain behavior or characteristics in people you kind of dislike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about them?
Um, I don't like lack of ambition in individuals.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, not knowing something, um, and then just kind of letting it settle. It
Yeah.
irritates me when I do it myself, but I always go back later and try to find an answer. I just or kind of people are just kind of like they have no goal, no end focus
Mm-hmm.
that they are trying to achieve. Yeah, it does irk me a little bit. And I know everybody's on their own timeline and their own pace, but that it just kind of rubs me wrong. Um, and female women that are too dependent on males, and for being very specific, that don't know how to go out and get things. They always have to wait for like, I don't know, like a boy to come save them or something like that. It's really
Yeah.
unnecessary. You can do it yourself. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, those are things like I just know I feel it strongly. Like when I read books or watch movies, and I'm like, that's not it. Or I have a conversation with a friend, and they're like, well, I don't know, so I just didn't do it. And I'm like, this is important. It's a difference between not knowing and not knowing who to ask, and then it's a
Yeah.
difference between not knowing and not caring.
Okay. So
So
interesting.
that
So when
bothers
this
me.
happen, when you have those kind of conversation with with your friends, what kind of position do they put you into?
I feel like that I have to help them and
Yeah.
educate them and lead
Yeah.
them in the right direction. And if
Yeah.
I don't know the best way to do it, I consult others. Um, and I tend to vent first at my frustration. And then I'm like, what's the best way to approach this conversation or the best way to talk to them about this? Because I feel like I'm then doing them a disservice by not helping.
Yeah.
So it kind
Okay.
of puts pressure on me
Yeah.
to fix
Okay.
it.
So you kind of serve them, you help them, you make their life
Yeah.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easier.
Make it easier. Does this happen to you? Is there anyone who help you and make your life easier?
My mom. My mom does
Hmm?
it a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
Someone else?
It depends on what the topic is. Um, I think it just kind of depends on there. Um,
Hmm.
but it's just I go to the person that I think is the best.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and just so you know, also now in this conversation, though we haven't prepared for it, I will jump around some of the topics and subjects and things just to confuse your brain, because you are a smart woman, and I don't want you to try to figure anything out, just so you know. So I'm trying to trick you and your brain as much as I can. So is there anything else you kind of get frustrated over in people?
Yes.
Okay, out now. I will let you know you are allowed to say whatever. You can think of a specific person, and you can just blurt out everything bad you think about that person. You are allowed.
It's not necessarily bad. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way when I share information and it's immediately attacked or disproven. It's not necessarily that I believe it or that I don't believe it. It's just like sharing something and they immediately attack the other person. It's for that same reason why I get frustrated when people don't know things, because that's why when I do help them, I take a breath and think about it. I'm like, they don't know, and so you can help them. It's like, oh, I heard this thing. Well, they're liars, and that's not what they said, and that's not what they do. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, we're not judging the person. I'm just simply saying this is the information that was given to me, and I'm just allowing, having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
It bothers me a lot.
So how would you like them to react instead when you're sharing something?
There's a difference between listening and giving an opinion, and then just listening to be there for the person.
Yeah.
I like when they ask, are you asking me for an opinion, or are you just asking me to, are you just telling me to share? And then that way they don't say anything that upsets me, and it's just it's okay. The information's just free flowing and there's no judgment being passed unnecessarily. That makes
Yeah.
me feel at ease. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how often do you just share your opinion without caring what how other people receive it?
A lot. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a very close net of friends, and we're generally like-minded. So it's it happens all the time between me and this individual. But then when I
Hmm.
share with someone outside of that close net circle, that's what kind of throws me off because I'm so used to just expressing
Hmm.
that the other person kind of makes me close in, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have talked about this or we shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it? What do you like? What do you think people? How should people receive your information, or how is your friends receiving your information when you or your opinion?
They listen. They listen until the full statement is done, and then they either comment that I feel similar or I don't necessarily agree, but this is why I don't agree, but I can understand from your viewpoint.
Hmm.
Tolerance, I guess, is what it is. It doesn't
Okay.
necessarily have to be acceptance, it's just tolerance.
Oh, okay. So what is the best compliment you can receive from someone?
In what contents? In like physical
In
appearance or
whatever content, what comes to your mind first?
you're funny?
Okay. So,
That's, yeah, I think that's it.
y-
That's my
okay.
favorite.
Okay. So why do you want to be funny?
I think humor is a good bridge between people. It's how you can make someone feel at ease, make their day feel better, help someone relax. Just a small bit of humor um, kind of lets people know that you're approachable, kind of like when you smile with the first time you meet someone versus like glaring at them. Um, it helps them relax and lets them know that they're with someone who's not aggressive or threatening. So
Mm-hmm.
humor's that's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Is there certain thing you get criticized about? Or friends who say, oh, you should do more of this or less of that? Or do you have to some kind of criticism?
Not with my friends.
No. From
No.
others?
Well, your mother always wants the best for you. So mothers always have an opinion. That's what I'm used to. And my grandmother always has an opinion. So I'm used to that. But outside, um, I don't really recall criticism.
No.
Even my boss, she says, I like the way you did this, but could we possibly adjust it and go this way? But I like the way it's kind of like a thing, but um, nothing outwardly comes to mind right away.
No.
Yeah, most of my friends are just very giving. They give a lot of compliments. I get a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforcement of what is good about me is generally
Mm-hmm.
what I find. Oh well, I love that about you, or this is why you're my friend, or I love your style. I love you. It's a lot of positivity that flows.
Yeah.
Um, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. So what kind of compliments do you receive that you like to receive from your friends?
The ones that I mentioned that, oh, you're really funny or you relate to me and that's why we're friends, or I love your style. I love your sense of humor. Um, things that I guess things that I use to express myself make me
Mm-hmm.
feel good. Like how I use how I express my personality through humor, or how I express my interest through my fashion or my trends or the way I decorate my room. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I like that they appreciate the effort I put in to define me as a person. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me feel like they notice the effort that I put in.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is it that you like the most to be in the theater and doing what you do
Oh, I love
there?
costuming. Yeah, I love costuming,
Yeah.
making clothes, the ability to transform and take you to a different place simply with a piece of with a garment. That's something that I love. I love sewing. I love fashion. I love creating things that
Yeah.
are beautiful to help people express themselves.
Yes. Okay. And uh, what do normally get? What kind of feedback do you get on your costumes you are making?
Oh, that they're beautiful, and people say the costumes were amazing. Even if it's if I work backstage and I'm like the wardrobe change, they're like, you did those quick changes so fast. I don't know how you got her in this ball gown to like, a pair of jeans and a t-shirt so quickly. They know there's a lot of hard work that goes into it and they truly appreciate it. Um, and they notice the little details. For instance, if you're making something that's historically accurate, they notice, things from the fastenings and the buttons and the trimming are all period piece. So they appreciate your accuracy.
Yeah. Okay. So what's happened if you're someone would say you make something too slow? Are you not done yet? Are you not ready yet? How do you feel
Oh,
that?
that happens a
Yeah.
lot. Oh yeah, that definitely happens. Are you asking me in the sense like how do I cope with it when that happens?
Yeah, a little bit. How do you feel about it when you know you maybe are slow or after the schedule or things like that?
Um, Personally, for me, when it's said is I assure them that I can work as fast and as diligently as I can, but I just take a moment. I'll say that I need to use the bathroom or something, take a breath. Know that it's not personal, that stress is kind of like a tree. It starts in the roots and it works its way up all to all of the branches and the feathers. So if I'm stressed, I know they're stressed and they're getting stressed from someone else. So I don't take it personally.
Yeah.
I know that they just need it to be done. And I just work. I mean, if I can only go so fast. So I just keep working on it to the best of to the best that I can is it. But I don't get angry or anything. Um, Especially when like I've been like snapped at that something wasn't done. We had to make
Mm-hmm.
pants for this last show, and the pants done. The pants weren't necessarily my assignment, but everyone was getting like talked to about them because they weren't done. So I asked if she just wanted me to take the pants and do them, and she's like, "No, you have your own projects." I said, "Well, what can I do to help you to make this more efficient? Because I finished all the tasks you gave me. You don't want me to do these pants. Is there something else that I can do to help speed things along?" And that seems
Yeah.
to relax my boss and make her feel a little bit better. And then she'll give me other tasks to work on. So it's not so much waiting in the back wings for this one particular project.
Mm-hmm. But is that something to be efficient? Is that something you have a proudy for yourself to make things quickly and get them ready in time? Is that something you appreciate with yourself when you succeed doing it?
Mm, no, I don't really feel proud. I'm just glad that we're done. I kind of feel relaxed that it's taken care of.
Mm?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really get super proud about it or anything. I'm just happy that it's done.
Okay. So why is it that you're not proud?
Because I didn't give it to myself as a personal task. It was just work that needed to be done. I guess I feel more proud in personal projects, things that I took on
Okay.
myself and I completed.
Okay. So how do you feel when you feel proud?
Good. I feel warm and excited. Um, 1 second. I wanted to put my phone on silent. There we go. Um, I wanted to, I feel good. I am excited. Um, I want to call everybody. I want everyone to know. I like to post them on like my makeup, for instance. I like taking
Yes.
pictures of it. I like posting it on Instagram and hearing people's feedback. Um,
Yeah.
and it feels good. I feel accomplished.
Yeah.
I did this really great thing.
Okay. So why is it that you just say you can feel proud on the personal level and not in the workplace?
Because I work in theater and it's a team effort. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily feel personal. It's like us as a cohesive unit, we did this. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and they're beautiful. No particular thing I take credit for. Um, that's pretty much why I just kind of feel like my group, my team did it and we did
Yeah.
well. And now it's time to move on to the next thing. But my makeup is something that I took I chose this design. It was my own personal idea. It was my effort, my skill set. So it's a me thing. That was mine. This is
Mm-hmm.
ours. And I don't really feel like I can be proud about something. I don't think I get to just be proud of a collective. Like we all worked on it together. So good job, team,
Okay.
versus good job, me.
Okay. Uh, and just one last question. We have lots of information here, and we have some of the driving forces that's sticking out. But I think I will choose one of them to dive a little bit deeper into, and it will not be absolutely complete. I just have one question as well to see how important is it for you to looking good?
It's important for me. Um, I don't like to be told when to do it. I don't like when people say I have to look a certain way. I find that I actually do less because it
Yeah.
irritates me.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't like it. I like when it's my personal choice. I know when I need to, I know when it's appropriate to. Um,
Mhm.
but generally it is important to me. I am a licensed cosmetologist and I am a costume designer. So I want to represent my field appropriately. I want people to look at my makeup and realize, oh yes, you're definitely a makeup artist. Or they see the wigs that I design and they know that I'm a hairstylist. Or I go to a party and they're like, oh, you must, I've had that compliment. I went to a Christmas party and I was dressed very nice. And I said, hello. They're like, oh, you must be one of the costumers. And I was like, how can you tell? They're like, you look so nice. That's that's it.
Yeah.
But if someone says you need to or you should do this, no, you don't get to tell me that. You just
No.
don't. It's
Okay.
my decision.
Okay. So we have another thing here. So you like to kind of be in charge or make decisions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yes. So let's see. Now we have some that we probably have to wrap this up after this too, because there's so many things. So I will make a few guesses what I heard you have been saying
Okay.
uh, that needs some more place that is connected to your ego. And I choose to start with this that we, for now, will call this proud, because it's important for your ego to be proud of things you are doing. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. And at the same time, right now, in certain area, you kind of take away the allowance for your ego to be proud, because you are your soul is behind it and is hiding behind that. It's a team effort. And if your ego is connected to that kind of work, and you don't allow your ego to be proud, even if it's a teamwork, if you can't find your admit the stuff that you actually can be proud of, you kind of little bit diminish your ego. So what if you could be proud of everything, almost everything you are doing? If you could be proud more often, how would that be like?
Well, that's a good feeling. You know,
It's a good
everything
feeling.
would make you feel good. Yeah, everything would make me feel good because there's just so much to be proud of, I think.
Yes, exactly. So if you just do an experiment, if you think about the word proud, can you see it in a certain direction if you close your eyes? Can you see the proud? Where do you see the
I just
word?
kind of feel like it goes straight up, like right above my
Uh,
head, not really left
Right.
or right.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. And then I will get back to this. I will pick another one. When we start in the beginning. So how do you feel those times when other people is serving you?
Oh, okay. I feel
No.
okay. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice when someone's there to take care of you and help you. Of course, and I feel grateful. It feels good. I hesitate.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly. I don't really think about it, I guess. But
Mhm.
it's nice. I enjoy it. I'm just better at
Yes.
doing it myself.
Exactly. Exactly.
Better at it myself.
Exactly. So, yeah. So what is your thinking about that? Because one part, I mean, when we are talking about the ego, you don't know nothing. We have 6 different ego parts. And one part of your ego is, my guess is, that's the one who wants to be served. I mean, we can find a better word, but actually, instead of you always serving all other people, and you could be the one who is kind of the laying back and let other people help you, give you the right information, give you all the tools you need for doing stuff. And when you have done a mistake, you don't have time to do what you do in the theater, you could have someone say, okay, can you fix this? can you do this for me? How would that be, Chanel?
I don't want to be served at work.
Don't mix it up with work.
Yeah.
Just get the
Oh,
feeling.
okay.
Don't separate it. Just the feeling of have other people who is serving you and they are delighted doing it. They love serving you and make it things easier for you.
I don't really like it that much, honestly. Like a 50-50?
Because
Can we do like a 50?
no, we can't. No. So
Okay.
yeah, no, it starts getting interesting. So okay, why don't you like it?
It makes me feel like I can't do things for myself. I feel like I lost some of my independence.
Okay. So if this has not to do about independent, let's say if you get help from other people, you can afford to be even more independent.
I feel like if I got help from other people, I would feel like I didn't know enough to do it myself.
Okay. So here we have something to explore. Because now I hear this is kind of a little excuse for your ego, because the ego, let's say we just, if you can play with me, let's say you have one part of the ego is this one who really wants to be served, kind of like of a queen or a, you know, just a very important person who gets the service.
Yeah.
Yes. So just sit with that, and that could be nice. But the thing is, what's happening is that your ego is protecting itself for being served because you have assumption if you get service from somebody else, you are independent, you don't know things. And what else did you say?
Oh, like if they don't know, or it's
Yeah,
just kind of like
you are not knowledgeable enough, and you are not capable. And you see, you have put some barriers around this ego because you're connected. To get being served is connected with all those that you think is a negative things.
Yeah.
But what if you, by being served, could be more knowledgeable, you will be more independent, you will be even more appreciated for the capabilities you have. So how would you feel to be served?
I guess if I remove them, I would like it, but I don't know
Yes.
what it's like. I don't know what it's like without those barriers. So I'm
No.
sure I would enjoy it once I got rid of the barriers.
Yes. Okay. So how so how do you feel if you just picture yourself get this service? What kind of feelings is showing up in you right now?
Relaxation, peace.
Yeah.
Gratitude a lot. Very grateful that I have these people.
Remove the gratitude. Don't care about the gratitude. Don't feel
Okay.
gratitude. We are talking about the ego, and the ego don't feel gratitude.
Okay. Yeah, just relax and peace, and they do it and it's done.
So can you repeat that? It was
Oh yeah, sorry, my internet connection.
no, it was good. Just repeat the last thing you said.
Like assertive, like it's done, and I can have delegate task and they get accomplished.
Yeah. Okay. So what different would it make? I mean, what benefits would you have if you actually allow yourself to be served?
More free time. I don't know.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
More free time. Yes.
I've never thought about it. More free time. Just more me time, I guess.
Yeah, more me time. Good. Yeah.
Yes. And I really don't know. That's it. I've never contemplated it in that thing, so I don't even know how to picture what it would be like. I don't know. But those are the two that come to mind. Just more time for me, for what my needs are and what I need to do.
Yeah. Okay. So just close, we will try to wrap up, and I will give you a summarize what's actually going on here. So if you think about the service to be served, if you close your eyes, in what direction do you see that word or that concept?
Kind of over on this side, on the left side.
On the left side, yeah. Now we are
Yeah.
okay.
With
On the left
my
side.
left, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's confusing. Okay, so just let it sit there, because this is where we can put in your driving force, your ego. So right now, what kind of feeling do you have all over for those we have been on for 30 minutes?
How do I feel right now?
Yeah.
Uh, Enlightened, I guess, a little bit, because now I know myself a little bit better, but there are your concepts that I haven't thought about. And like I said, I don't like knowing things. So now I want to sit down and meditate and kind of really picture what those things would be like, because I don't know.
No. So this, what's happening, I can see it clear, and I will know some of the LIFESPIDER coaches out there who is watching know exactly what's going on, because now I picture the ego who has been down in the basement for one or another reason. And now we have opened the door to the basement, and what we call, this is a working name, we will find a better name, to be served. We just call it an ego that loves to be served, because this ego feels that it can get so much more free time, they can have more me time, and it probably will feel important, and the ego can produce even better things and be stronger. So now what you are doing when you're saying, I'm glad you're saying you have to sit with it, you have to meditate it, because to not scare your ego, so you step back from it, but welcome your ego and say, okay, it's okay. Maybe I'm allowed to be served, and I will be even more independent. I will have, I can get more knowledge in all my free time I can be more knowledgeable. And yeah, and you said more free time, that's more independent. So you
Yeah.
will have a little chat with your newborn ego part that want to be served.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that task, Chanel?
Good. I mean, I've got plenty of time to think about it. So, but I really do want to explore it and figure out what better ways that, relaxing and letting more people in to help would really do for me.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So is it okay for you if we end this session here right now? And then
Yeah.
we can catch up a little later just to check on you and your newborn ego. So you really nurture it, take care of it. And I also recommend you, if you haven't listened to the sessions in the Facebook group, please do, because that will help you to understand and embrace your being served ego even more. And I think you will find a better name for the ego, because it's more powerful and stronger than you know right now. But that's your work right now, just to ponder about it, think about it, meditate about it, and see what's happening, and see what kind of emotions that's showing up, because there can be
Okay.
some emotion, and make some notes how you feel and your thoughts and your questions and whatever, and then we move you to the next step.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So okay, so my last question for you before we are checking out is, what is the most important thing your takeaway from this little session here?
That I need to be more open to receiving help from others.
Yeah.
That it doesn't have negative connotations on me.
Yeah.
That it would be a more positive outlet.
Yeah. So well done. I'm so proud of you, Chanel. You did a great job, and I'm so happy you are here. And I really honestly looking forward to see and reveal all your driving forces, because you are already powerful, you are successful, and you are an amazing human being, but there is more. And it will take you probably just 24 hours, and you will know it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
So
your time.
yeah, and everyone who have a comment and have questions about this session, it's really compromised, and So please ask, I will be here, and maybe Chanel, I don't know if she's here or not, but I will be here and answer your questions. And hopefully we see you in the group, in the Ego Evolution group, Chanel, and join the Ego Evolution. There is lots of power in there. That's resources for you and are prepared to serve you with everything you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so thanks for now, and see you later again, and have a good rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. So, bye.
Bye.